Heavy duty. There's our tubing supply for the deck top. Boy, buy her by the bundles. We had pretty good luck with getting stuff, but we couldn't get some of the beam stuff we wanted. And then where we did find it, it was just horrible costly. That's why we decided we had some material here. We just built our own bridge beams. Because sometimes new engineering needs to have a little of that done too. But anyway, that's our little setup there. See, now I think this guy here, we're getting ready to cut some 8-foot lengths up. Now I gotta get some of this material here out. Down there one at a time. Him one at a time. Right bump. Now what's this? 8 foot. Noisy little critter, ain't he? Okay. Now we're going to see how everything works out here. You always double check. Ooh, there we go. Exactly 8 foot. Right on the money. Oh. We'll carry these over to the boys and get rid of these two. Then we're gonna go eat dinner. Sounds like dinner was ready. A little over 15, 16 between that and the 8, just a little bit going up. Here goes Ann. She's packing some more steel out here. And away they go. So they're working on the deck for it.
We got about an 8-inch gap over here, that one. Yeah,
Hey, we're getting pretty close to getting that top of this big horse closed. Ann will take a little viewing heading down that way. And then she's got a little viewing headed down that way. We're 44 feet long. Pretty long bridge. Okay, and then we're doing a little bit of discussion on our little side rail. We've got lots of thoughts there. In some of our materials, we've got to improvise a little, but we're discussing that. But anyway, we're getting ready to close the top, and we thought for those of you that was interested, you would maybe like to see how this is finished. Some of you may want to understand, like, what did we put this pipe in here for? It's to tie all these pipes together. So if you happen to get a heavy wheel driving over top of it and it puts all the stress on one, well, that's welded together and it'll put the stress on 4 or 5 of them so they hold the load up and they don't bend. That's their theory. And then, of course, it gets welded back to our big heavy pipes. And then we got our center of our bridge brace that goes in here, which is going to give us an option if we do want to put footings underneath the bridge later. So we want to make a real heavy duty carrying bridge out of it. So that's a little bit of our theory there, because we can go 2 ways. We'll be around 10,000 pounds the way the thing is set up for 100% safe, but if we put some piers underneath of them, well, then the weight will probably triple. So we ain't going to be worried about that today, but we can do that. So that'll be our option. And anyway, that's kind of where we're at, getting things closed up here. So, as they say, we'll just catch you later on the trail. We'd shoot in here with another little clip. Ann wanted to catch us. She's getting ready to deliver her last tube for the bridge deck top. We're going to trim one and cut one, and we got to be about, a 16th shy of an 8 foot. Just a little tiny bit. Them welds kind of pull in, and we don't want too much fighting going on out there. So anyway, here she goes. Okay, dog. This is the one she was looking for, like she says. Oh, they've been a pain in the ass. Well, we're getting down to the last 2. So let's see how these buggers fit, boys. And I think between the whole thing, we ended up about 1/8 of an inch off on them, something like that. So that's pretty good on about 200 of them little suckers across there. I don't know, as long as we're down here, we're going to take you on a film run down here and let you check this out. Okay. Now for our little bridge prop. End walls, shooting across the deck floor, and you get to go clear to the other end of the shop. Well, that's a fairly long bridge. And then for the guys that are really up to neat, tight specs, well, let's take you up and get you a little shot of our little end wall. It's just about as straight as a string. We got just a little tiny bit down there, but it ain't off a 16th. So anyway, there's that. So we're just closing it. Now the railing will be coming up next. we're going to use our little tubing supplies we have here. We had them for another project. These are some of the little extras in that project. But anyway, those there, we want to have a nice, smooth, round pipe for a top rail rather than a square tubing. And I said, yeah, sounds good. Hell, they'll kind of identify the bridge, being we got those big pipes for part of the frame. They're on top of the bridge. Well, these will be on top of the railing, so it'll look kind of cute to scale. You know, one small, one little. So anyway, I thought that looked nice. So that's what we're going to do there. So we got to finish up with our welding today. Dan's going to show you what was left of our tubing pile of 100 sticks. And we got about 10 or 11 more of them to use up. And then we'll be getting ready for the railing. So anyway, they say we'll catch you guys later on the trail or starting of the rails. Okay, it'll be she's the first one to walk over the finished bridge. So how is that pretty off?
Yep, it's pretty good. I think he's gonna be the second one to walk across the finished bridge.
Hey, let me check the bridge out. Tell you what, it feels like you're walking over a cement bridge, solid as hell. Hey, get down inside there. Kind of half interesting. It's a train load of welding on that. Ray, he just finished it up. Hey gang, this is roughly day 7 on this bridge project. Kind of got our railing completed on this side. We ain't got the bracing done, but we got the railing completed. Now we're just getting ready to start on the other side. And if you was with us earlier, well, we showed you a lot of little projects that we was building down in there. Well, that's closed. Then when we got all done with our project, we decided we wanted to get all the width we could out of here for using our stock material that we had. So that's why we altered our sides a little bit so we could gain about another 8.5 inches. So now it's a comfortable width to take the skid loader down through there now. Okay, now we're up in the air. Here's Nancy wants to get up here and film some of this. And I don't know if the light will show a lot of the bracing up, but anyway, this is the little bridge. Well, actually, it ain't as little as you think. It ain't like a big state bridge, but for a little farm shop bridge, yeah. Boy, it feels solid, don't it? There's just no wiggle at all and nothing. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty solid bridge. Anyway, that's kind of where we're at. And one thing, they get to see both ends of the shop, because this is about, well, see, we had to move a little bit of this. We had to move him back a little bit. And my poor old tubing bender, we just about was going to move it out there today, so we weld, but we reached around and got away with it anyway. But yeah, it's pretty well tying our whole shop up. But hopefully in 3 days, we'll have it completed and then we can pour out. Okay, these here's the bracing that we'll build that's going on the rails. Okay, she's gonna film us making one of these little buggers. There's one of the rails built. Now, you'll get to observe Ray. He's welding them into place. And these are the stiffeners to the engineering of that. Braced at the bottom, come out to the pole, and then back up. It's like the elbow brace. Yep, you have to get down there so you can understand that. Where he's moving right down at the bottom, yep, now following up out of there. And we're using basically 12 inches of leverage on this brace. And when you get them put on, it just vibrates. Okay, we're just getting ready to put our last little brace into place. That looks good there. They got it squared up at the bottom. And then it does a little tacking. We'll do a little hole in there. There he goes. The last brace is going on. And our next little step is to get the site ready so when we get down there, we can fit the bridge. It's going to be like a floating footing and stuff for the bridge. And the bridge will be just floating on some pads that we're going to put out. That's the theory behind it. And we'll see how it looks when it gets into place.